Hello everyone. So today we are starting a new chapter, chapter number 8, Human Health and Disease. And we will be talking about the common diseases for this particular video. So health, for a long time, it was considered as a state of body and a mind. And it was a balance of certain humors such as yellow bile, black bile, and blood and other circulatory part. And some people believe that a person who is secreting black bile from the liver, tend to having a hot personality, and they have the tendency to be a fever like every now and then. But this discovery of blood circulation by William Harvey is actually discarded this particular theory of ancient Greek history. And what he suggests, what William Harvey suggests, that the body temperature in the person with bile, this black bile, is also normal by using thermometer. Then in later year, health is then came to be regarded as the state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. Now, a person, healthy person can have sometimes this diseases, and these diseases are two types. One is infectious disease and another one is non-infectious disease. Now, in this particular infectious disease, it can be easily transmitted from one person to another person, and they are very common. For example, common flu, it is very common and it can easily transmitted from one form to another. But there are certain infectious diseases like AIDS. They are really fatal when it gets transferred or infected easily into another human being. Now, diseases are also caused by bacteria, fungi, and they are the pathogens. So, what is a pathogen? Pathogen are, something which actually cause the harm to the host by living in the host organism. So, this pathogen can enter in our body through various means. They can live in our body, they can multiply here, they perform the normal viral activity, and finally it results the morphological and functional damage of our system. So sometimes this pathogen can even enter in our gut, where the pH of the intestine is very basic, acidic. But even that, some organisms, they are able to survive in that particular area also. In the very low pH also, there are many organisms, they are resistant from the various digestive enzymes, and they bear in that particular area. So now we'll talk about this particular bacteria, Salmonella typhi. It is a pathogenic bacterium and it causes typhoid fever in human being. So this particular pathogen enters in our small intestine through contaminated food and water. Then it enters into the blood and then it causes various symptoms. This is typhoid Mary. She was the carrier of this particular Salmonella typhi she was not knowing about that, and she was professionally a cook. So she continued to spread the typhoid for several years, okay, and through the food she has prepared. So the common symptom for thyroid will be high fever, then weakness, third is stomach pain, fourth is constipation, fifth is headache, and then loss of appetite. So these are the basic symptoms. Now, how can we find out that we have a Salmonella typhi infection or we have the typhoid? So the famous test for this is a Vidal test. So this Vidal test can be performed by the laboratory assistants or wherever we'll go for our blood test. Now, other diseases causing bacteria are Streptococcus pneumoniae and Haemophilus influenza. Now, this Streptococcus pneumoniae, they causes pneumonia in humans and which infects the alveoli. So, as a result of the infection, the alveoli will get filled with the fluid and leads to the several problems. Now, there could be many symptoms for this disease. There could be fever, chills, cough, headache. Now, in certain cases, even the lips or the fingernails, they'll try to turn grayish or bluish in nature. Then the healthy person, they acquire this particular infection by sharing the glasses or sharing the utensils. It could be a coffee cup, it could be just a glass of water, or it could just be a water bottle. So this is how this infection can be shared among the organism or among the individual. Now the one more reason is it can be also inhaled by the droplets or the aerosols released by the infected person. So if one person is in the contact of the infectious person, it can actually get infected to them. So these are the bacterial diseases which have the harmful effect on the human being. And these bacteria, they are others bacteria also, like they also causes dysentery, they causes plague, they causes diphtheria. Now other than these bacteria, viruses are also causing the diseases to the human being. Now what particular virus is the rhinovirus, and it represents such a group of virus which is most infectious in nature, and it causes human common cold. Now they infect the nose and the respiratory passages but not the lungs. So the common cold is characterized by nasal congestion and the discharge. Now what is the distinguished feature of pneumonia and common cold? So you can see it is affecting the alveoli, but in case of common cold only the nasal area will get affected, not the lungs. Anyway, certain symptoms are nasal congestion, nasal discharge, sore throat, headache, hoarseness. Now it could last for 3 to 7 days, and again the droplets which is coming from the cough and sneezing of the infected person, it can be directly get inhaled by the person sitting nearby them. So it can be it can also be get infected through certain contaminated objects. Now that could be the computer these people are using. Now this could be books, pen, cups, doorknob, it could be computer keyboard, it could be mouse, it could be any objects. Other infectious disease common, helminthes. So there are two helminthes, Ascaris and Wucheria, will be talking about. So this Ascaris, it causes ascariasis. Okay, so it is an intestinal parasites. So this basically infect the intestinal area of the human. The common symptoms are internal bleeding, muscular pain, fever, anemia, and blockage of the intestinal passage. So these are the common symptoms for this particular disease. Now the eggs of the parasites are excreted along the feces, and then these feces will contaminate the soil, it contaminate the water, it contaminate the plant and everything. So a healthy person acquired this infection through the contaminated water, through the contaminated fruits or vegetables. So then next is Wucheria or the filarial worm. So Wucheria, there are two species, Wucheria bancrofti and Wucheria malei. The filarial worm, it causes a slowly developing of chronic inflammation of the organ. And what happens here is they lived in that person for very large years. They also infect the lymphatic vessels of the lower limbs, and the disease is called elephantiasis or filariasis. Now the genital organs are also affected certain times, and it resulting in the gross deformities. The pathogens are transmitted to a healthy person through a bite of a female mosquito vector. So here this particular vector is, it could be an insect or the mosquitoes, and it just it act as a carrier. It just transmit the infectious disease, it be without having or without encountering any disease. So these are called vectors. So they do not have the infection in them. Now other than these, there are certain fungi like this Microsporum, Trichophyton, Epidermophyton. They are responsible for the ringworm disease. Okay, so what is the ringworm? So appearance of dry, scaly lesions on various parts of the body. It could be skin, it could be nail, it could be scalp, any part. So these lesions, they are they have an intense itching also. Then certain heat and moisture it actually helps the fungus to grow in that particular area, and then the skin folds such as they're between the toes and everything, and this could be infected from one person to another person by using the towels they share, then clothes, and even the comb of the infected individual. Now, these pathogens causing infectious diseases, and so we have to make sure that we keep a particular hygiene. We should keep our body clean. We should, consumption of clean drinking water is required. So this is all about this particular video. I'll see you in the next video wherein we'll talk about the particular disease which is malaria. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.